A warm good afternoon to all. So once again, we are starting a new week and a new day. Hope you had already two classes, and still we are in the day. So I wish all a happy week. Okay, so new day, Monday, and a new start for the week. So we'll start our session. So we have completed our first unit successfully. In the first unit, we discussed about different things. It is only focused on what is basic, what is fundamental for marketing. So that is what we learned in the first unit. So when we have a short recap on first unit, we'll be talking about what is marketing management. We learned the definition for marketing management, and we learned what is marketing, and we distinguished what is marketing and what is marketing management. That is what very fundamental. So for 2 marks, note it down. Marketing definition and marketing management definition is very important. Okay, so welcome Lavanya, please from next class be on time. Okay, thank you. So then we learned about core marketing concepts. Please note it down in your paper or in your notebook. Just note it down. It will be helpful for your exam preparation. So for definitions, the must known definitions are marketing definition and marketing management definitions. So it may be asked in 2 marks. So then we learned core marketing concepts. Okay. In core marketing concepts, we learned need, want, demand, market offerings, product or services, customer value, and satisfaction. See this PPT and study material in the Moodle. Those who access, very good. If you want, take a note, short note. Okay, then we discussed about core marketing concepts or philosophy of marketing. So where there we saw production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, societal marketing concept. All these things we learned. Then we slightly discussed on what is marketing mix. Can anyone tell what is marketing mix? If you want, put it in chat box. If you want, unmute and talk. What is marketing mix? Or what is 4 P's of marketing? Hello, am I here? Anybody? 4 P's of marketing. Yes, Santosh. Santosh, you missed product. Product, place, promotion. Nice. Yes. So 4 P's of marketing is product, place, promotion. So marketing mix and 4 P's are same. Don't get confused. This can be asked in 2 mark as well as in a detailed answer. So marketing mix, without studying marketing mix, don't go to exam. Then we saw about environment in marketing. Okay, so we saw about two different environments in marketing. That is, what are the two types of marketing environment? Two types of environment in marketing. Can anyone? Two types of marketing in environmental base, macro and micro. Yes, thank you, Preeti. Thank you. Yes, two types of marketing environment are macro and micro. In macro, what are the things are available? We saw about production, R&D, all those things. So you have a look on what are the inner elements in marketing environment. So macro and micro we have. So in the macro we got a demographic, economic, natural, technology, political, cultural we have in macro. And in micro we saw about anyone? Okay. Customers, suppliers, intermediaries, competitors, publics. This is what first unit. Very simple unit. You can surely attend any question which is asked in unit 1. It is very crystal clear, very simplest thing. So today we are entering into a new unit, that is unit 2. Is my screen visible to all? Okay. Okay. So today we are going into a fresh unit. that is second unit. Did anyone look into what are the things I look before the class topics? Did anyone go through what is buying, selling? Okay, yes. So I was telling about buying and selling. Okay, what is buying? What is buying? What is buying? Yes. What is buying? What is buying? What is buying? Anyone? Come on. You can unmute and talk, no issues. What is buying? To get a product. Okay, nice. Anthony Frida, nice. To get a product. Okay, good. So buying is to get a product. Okay. Okay, what is selling? What is selling? What is selling? What is selling? Hello? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. To sell the product, very simple. Princi Maria and Anthony Frida made it a very simple thing. Yes. Buy Buying a product is to get a product. Selling is to sell the product. Very simple. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you, Maria Princi and Anthony Frida. Thank you so much. Okay. So we are going to discuss buying behavior. The second unit only focus on buying behavior. The the other elements related with buying. So the first session on the unit 2 is focusing on buying behavior. So there are different types of buying behaviors are there. We'll slowly look into it. There are real-time experiences. We can all share each other. So please make it as an interactive session. Okay, you can always unmute and talk. I am not restricting you to communicate or interact. So you always try to interact with me. So that's how the session will be live. Okay. Then we'll go here. So this is what we are going to see, identify what stimulates the customer to buy, and we'll see about how decision making of any customer or buyer is done, and we'll understand what makes a buyer to get a product or what way marketers use this behavior to get it. So these are the things very important in this unit. We will get all this idea. Then we'll go. Why do people buy one product and not the another? Why people product any particular product and why not they buy another? Anyone like to guess why people buy one particular product and not buy the another?
because of the need, sir.
Because of the need. Nice, Agilan. Thank you. Then what else? What else can be? What else can be? Anyone? Okay. See, it is put there. It is not that easy to answer this question, right? If a marketing person is asked why I should buy your product, he will tell so many different benefits. If I ask another marketing person which is similar to the product, he will tell same benefits, and then I will evaluate and I will get the product. If I like one particular product, I will not change it, right? Even though if it has any other good purpose, I will not use it. Okay. Is it many of us, right? See, I am using a particular product for many years. I never changed it because I like it. Whether it is good or bad, I liked it. There are reasons behind it. Still, I go for it. See, that is what the baseline of customer behavior. Okay. So, every product has different type of consideration before a customer going to purchase it. We will find it. Okay, I will show you a few products and you have to tell me what it is. Okay, shall we do it? Shall we do it? I'm going to show a specific product from different brands, and you people are going to unmute and going to tell what it is. Okay? Shall we do? Okay. So, what is it?
Hammam soap, sir.
Nice. Okay. What is this?
Himalaya soap, sir.
Okay. Nice. What is this?
Margo.
Margo.
Margo soap.
Margo soap. Okay. Nice. Okay. What is this?
Synthol, sir.
Synthol.
Synthol. Nice. Okay. Thank you. What is this?
Life Boy.
Nice boy.
Okay. Okay. So far I show only what are things I showed you. One particular product. What is that product?
Soap.
Soap, sir.
Okay. So we got different soaps. Okay. Fine. Can anyone read the slide? Can anyone read the slide? Just someone read the
Prod,
slide. Yeah.
product
Product.
Uh,
strategy, price and promotion, sir.
okay. Fine. See, I got five types of soaps I have. Can you tell what is this product? What is this soap company strategy? Any strategy these people follow it? just just come on, you seen the ad and all. They used to show something. Some girl will be there, she will be afraid of something, her mom will be pushing her, right? See, they tell that protection is very important, right? See, they use the protection and they use the neem as their another ingredient. What about this product? See, this product, many of us have seen it, right? What is this? Lifebuoy. What Lifebuoy ad will tell? It kills 99.9% germs. That means bacteria or virus, anything, right? So, Synthol, this is also a very old product from a Godrej company. See, each and every soap company has their own strategy and a plan, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So it is when a person going to purchase a product. Let's say take a simple example of this soap. If I'm going to get the product from the shop, I will consider various things. I will check for product. I will check for smell related with the product. I will check for look and feel, and also see some strategies behind it. See if there is a offer in Synthol. We buy it in bulk. Okay, three soaps are something around 40 rupees or 50 rupees. If you buy it in single soap, it will be 35 rupees. So some strategies there. So price and promotion. See, all these factors are considered in the buying behavior of someone who likes Margo, they may be liking the fragrance. Someone who likes Himalaya, they may be liking it is for from a natural. They tell it is very natural, less chemical, all those things they will tell. And it is a another, and once again it is a Indian brand. So when a customer goes to buy a product, he has different thing to look in. That is what we tell as a buying behavior. Okay, am I clear? Any doubts? Any doubts here? Okay. So buying behavior is a broad term. Okay. So it is not a simple thing to just simply tell, see, this is buying behavior. We cannot tell because we have got numerous products. We have got numerous. See, just in my hand, I have got five products. If you go to a supermarket, there will be 50 varieties of products are there. If we select 50 soaps from 50 different customers, they have different opinion. See, it is not easy for any marketer to tell this is the reason why the product sells. It is not that easy. There will be different factors. And there are two types of buyers are there. Make a point. There are two different types of buyers are there. One type of buyers are individual buyers, like you and me. We go to shop, we get one soap. And there are another buyers are there. They are organizational buyers. They may be a very large institution, or they may be from sales to some other business. They will be getting a, I will go and get only one Margo soap. If a shopkeeper goes to buy a Margot soap, how much he will get? Will he get only one soap? Will he get only one soap to sell it in the shop? No, right? He will be getting multiple products, right? He will be getting maybe 10 Margot soap, 20 Lifebuoy soap. He will be getting so many different type of soaps in a bulk order. So we have got two different types of buyers. Make it in mind: individual buyers and organizational buyers. You cannot tell as a shopkeeper and all. The key term for the second type of bias is organizational bias. So for individual, there are different reasons to buy. For organization, there are different reasons to buy. So in this case, we tell buying behavior is a broad term. It is not a very simple term, but it is a broad term. Okay, we slightly go. Individual bias and organizational bias. Can you tell example for individual buying? How many of you buy certain product? Can anyone just come and do a volunteer work? Sir, I buy these products every month. Anyone like to volunteer? Or can I invite a volunteer? Edwina, can you hear me, Edwina? Anyone, anybody. Okay, Santosh, yes,
Sir,
Santosh.
daily or monthly, sir?
Monthly. We'll put it in monthly. Monthly, I will buy these products.
Monthly, I buy dress, sir.
Monthly, you buy dress. Nice. So Santosh buys monthly dress. Okay, Santosh. How many dresses you buy in a year? So put it as monthly. You buy a shirt for a year. How much you will buy, Santosh? 12 shirts. Maybe you buy, right? Okay. Anyone having a shop over here? Anyone having shop? Any parent is having a shop over here? Shop or a store, anything? Anybody? Okay. So when an individual buyer goes, his need and want is little limited, right? Santosh cannot buy 100 shirt at a stretch. But a storekeeper, maybe a textile owner, has to buy 100 shirts in a month because he has to sell. There is a demand and want will be different from an individual buyer and an organizational buyer. So according to their need, their want, their demand, again the changing of buying a product will differ. Maybe Santosh will not have enough money to get one particular shirt, so he may be waiting for one more month to get the product. See, all these things are has to be considered when an individual or an organizational buyer goes for buying a product. Am I clear? Are you getting the point? Okay. So consumer behavior is consumer behavior is the process through which ultimate buyer makes purchase decision. See, end of the day, what I am making is a purchase decision. I want Synthol soap. That's what my purchase decision. I want to take a bath. I need a soap. So I have got so many varieties of products, varieties of brands. Each product has different type of benefits. And end of the day, what I am doing is I am making a purchase decision. See, have it in mind or write it down in a paper or notebook. The buying behavior results or the buying behavior ends in a decision making. My purchase decision. See, we'll put as a simple example. I am preparing biryani. Okay, we'll have an example of chicken biryani, and I am preparing a curd rice also. Okay, so what you will do? I am asking. See, you can select anything. What you will select? How many of you will select biryani? Those who select biryani, type one in the chat box. I will select biryani. One. Yes. Yes, one. Inbarasi will go for biryani. Karthikeyan, okay, biryani. Okay. How many of you will go for curd rice? How many of you will go for curd rice? Nobody will go for curd rice. Okay. Maybe little bit Yes, Saga Agilan will go for curd rice. Nice Agilan. See, after having a biryani, I may have a. See, I will. Okay, Lavanya also want to go for Francis Diana and Lavanya also want to go for curd rice. Nice. Okay, after having a biryani, I may be Jenny Princey also want to go for curd rice. After having a biryani, we may be telling, right? Why not a little bit of curd rice? So we will have a biryani and also some curd rice. So we'll put one and two. Okay. So those who want biryani and those who want curd rice, put one and two. I want curd rice also. So one and two. Nobody else. Very strict mind. Okay, Roman James. Nice Roman James. See, he's in my team. One, he also likes biryani and curd rice. Nice Roman. Yes, thank you. Lokesh also. Yes, nice. Okay, so see, in selecting a food itself, we have got variety within. I think 26 are present, including me. 26 are present here. So within this short limited group, okay, we have got different perspective of getting a product or making a decision. And in the end, we all have our own behavior. Maybe I be liking biryani much. I'm not liking curd rice, or I maybe like curd very much, but I don't like spicy food, so I ignore biryani. And there are people like me who eats everything, like biryani and curd rice. So we enjoy food, nothing much. We don't bother about taste and all. We just enjoy food. That means I will select both. So within a 25 people or 26 people, there are these many differences. Consider a big world, maybe a population of 100 million. Each one have their own preference, each their own needs, each one have their own wants. So end of the day, with all the perspectives, with all the factors around micro, macro, marketing mix, everything you put, what they will come up and end here, purchase decision. I am insisting you this word again and again because this can be a 2 mark question. What is result of customer behavior? You have to write after all the process, the customer ends in purchase decision. This is what consumer behavior. See, have it in mind, purchase decision. So we are going to look into three different definitions. Any definition you can write. See, all threes are very specific and its own flavor to add to this point. So we can end the session learning all these three definitions. Can anyone read the definition on the screen? Can you help me out? Any volunteer? Yeah. Yes, somebody is trying to unmute. Yes, you can talk. Okay. So I will do it. Okay. Yes, yeah.
Concept and
Okay, okay, Lavanya. Yes, Lavanya, you start. There are three definitions are there. We can read. Don't worry. Yes, Lavanya, come on. You read.
Concept and definitions.
Yes.
The study of the buying units and the exchange process involved in acquiring, consuming, and disposing of goods, service, experiences, and idea.
Yes. This is what known as buyer behavior from author called Moven. Okay. Moven tells that buying behavior is simple. Lavanya, this is very simple. You are going to a company, you are going to acquire a product which is Margo soap, and you are consuming it. Okay, you are using it. See, done. The two part is done. Now the goods is disposed from the store. It is disposed. So maybe it could be service, or it could be a experience, or it could be idea. It is disposed. Say simple. Moven put is very simple. It is a process which involves acquiring and consuming and disposing. Three keywords. Just have it in mind. Acquiring, consuming, disposing. When you acquire a product, you consume it. Maybe you cannot consume soap. You have to use it. So maybe a food or a beverages, you can consume it. Okay. So either you consume or use. So the product is disposed from a seller to the buyer. It is disposed. Maybe the disposal could be idea. Maybe it could be a service haircut also. It tells us a disposing something. So Moven's definition is very simple. You can learn it. And we have got another definition also for buying behavior. Can anyone read it? Thank you, Lavanya. Santosh, I think you are trying for the first definition. You can read this. Shall I? Okay. So, Loudon and Delabita, they are telling very simple. Then again, this is a decision. See, we have, if you closely look into this, see, they are telling us a process, okay? Moven tells us a process. And again, you come back here in the second definition. See, process. It is a process. It is not a one single step. It is a process. You have to go step by step. You have to go to shop, get the product, use it, and you go and buy it again. See, this is what the step they are mentioning it. So the decision process and physical activity. I have to go to shop, even though it is delivered at home. I have to go from my sofa to the gate, right, to get the product. So I will go to, I will do some physical activity and I will evaluate. See, okay, this could, what is the product price? Okay, 44 rupees. Okay, 125 grams. See, I am evaluating is, okay, I have 50 rupees. I'll buy the 50 rupees. I will use it. Again, see, using or disposing. See, Louder and Dettol put it, Maven also were very vague. He was not that to the point, but they put it very good. Using and disposing and goods and services. Simple. See, very simplest definition. Decision process and physical activity of individual in evaluating, acquiring, using or disposing of goods and services. This is the second definition for buyer behavior. And third, we are talking about one more definition, Jacobi. Okay, this is a little complicated definition, but still it is very in-depth meaning. See, we'll read it. Okay, reflects the totality of consumers' decision with respect to the acquisition, usage, and disposition of goods, services, time, and ideas by human decision making units over the time. See, this is what is concept. We have got some keywords here. What is totality of consumers decision? Any idea of this term? Totality of consumer decision. Totality of consumer decision. Anyone knows it? If you don't know, tell, sir, I don't know. Just come on. Anyone knows it? Totality of consumer decision? Put it in chat box. If you know, yes. If you don't know, put it as no. Totality of consumer decision. Okay, fine. So on tomorrow's session, we will check this definition again and we will be learning what is totality of consumer's decision. Okay, so it's a very wonderful definition. We have got different things to learn from this particular decision, from particular definition. Okay, any doubts here? Any doubts so far? We will see what is totality of consumer decision in tomorrow's session. Okay, fine. The rest all same. What Jacob was telling here is same like Moven and Dollar was telling. So only the totality of consumer decision we have to get clear. Okay. Any doubts so far here? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. No doubts. Karthikeyan telling no doubts. Okay. Shall we have a quick recap of today's session? Shall we? Shall we have a recap? Yes. Okay. Lena Mercy. Fine. Okay. Yes, Lokesh. Yes. So we were talking about buying behavior of a individual. So buying behavior of a customer or individual or an organization. So we learned about why do people buy specific product and not the other. See, this question is very complicated to answer. Why? Because we have got different products and we have got a huge population in the world. To tell this is the reason, it is little hard. Yes, we can tell, but it may be having some other factors included. So we lightly moved on to we saw about different products, and we talked about each product as own specifications, strategy, price, and promotion. And these are the important factors we should consider before going to buy a product. This is what we learned. And then we slightly went into buying behavior is a broad term. It is kind of a big concept, but we are going to learn it in a easy and possible way. And then we learned about who is the individual buyer and who is the organizational buyer. Who is the individual buyer? Who is the individual buyer here? Who is the individual buyer? You and me are individual buyer here. And in organizational buyers, what can anyone tell example for organizational buyer? Yes, Anthony Frida, nice. We are individual buyers, nice. Okay, organizational buyers. Wholesalers, nice. Agilan, nice. Yeah. So organizational buyers are people who buy the product in a bulk or in a huge manner or in number. And then we saw about consumer behavior as a process decision. It is a process of decision making. End of the day, what consumer does, a purchase decision. I am going to buy this product. I am going to buy Duke 390. I am going to buy Royal Enfield. I am going to buy Samutrika Pattu. See, everyone has their own purchase decision. This is what they are going to do it. And then we saw about three different definitions. Movement tells the study of the buying units and the exchange process involved in acquiring, consuming, disposing of goods, services, experience, and idea. Very simple. It is a process. You acquire or consume, or you dispose, which is good, or which is service, or it may be experience, and also idea. So this is what Moven's definition. And then we saw about Loudon and Della Bita. They told, say simple, it is a process which is connected with the physical activity. I'm going to evaluate a product and I'm going to acquire it and I'm going to use it and I'm going to dispose or maybe. And it may be as goods or service. So this is what Loudon and Bella Beta told. And finally, we saw the definition of Jacob and Jacobi. He tells the totality of consumer decision. It is respect to the same acquisition, usage, and disposition of goods, services, time, and ideas by human decision making. Here, who takes the decision making? As Anthony Fida told, we are making a decision to buy a product, that is making units. So tomorrow, I will ask what is totality of consumer decision. Please go through it. Am I clear? Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now I'll be sharing your assessment in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much. Any doubts? Any doubts so far here? Yes. Thank you, Agilan. Now I am sharing your assessment for the session. Okay. You just grab it and make sure you mention your roll number very clearly. If it is B18517, make it as B185. Okay. Thank you so much. Make sure tomorrow when you come, you will learn what is totality consumers decision. I will put it in chat in WhatsApp. You can check it out, the word, and learn about it. Google it, browse it. Possible if you have any books, read about it. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.